Hey guys, welcome to this new video. In this video we are going to restore this broken Ipod Touch 4th generation to its original condition by replacing the screen, which is cracked and no longer responds to touch. So most of the time you start disassembling the Ipod Touch by getting the screen off the frame by heating it up with a heat gun or a hairdryer and gently going around the frame with a thin plastic card. But since I did this a while ago, while checking for repairability, I can skip this step and start removing the already loose home button from the frame. Then I can lift up the display and make sure this thing is already disconnected. This is the display connector. Then I can remove this metal plate by sliding it to the left and making sure these clips are out of place. Beware, the speaker is already teared up because of the last time, so this speaker won't be working anymore. There's no connector, you need to resolder it on. Then we need to remove this screw. And then you can just lay the display down. Take a look at what could be underneath the display, the motherboard. And then everything should lift up and go out of the board like this. Don't get the whole motherboard out, because there's a ribbon cable up here where you can see it's still connected, it's soldered on, you can't disconnect it. So now we are going to remove this, and now we have a screenless Ipod Touch. So we need to reconnect the camera, which we did on earlier. Just snaps into place and it's on there. So the thing we want to do right now is get the new display out. Be careful with not dropping it, that would be a silly move. Parts for this Ipod Touch are really rare because this Ipod is decently old. So the thing you would want is just to put the motherboard like this. This way you have proper access to this clip where we can install the screen on in some way. You might want to remove this cover for a second so you can reseat the thing properly. So now we have the first part of the screen installed. We're going to put everything back together. So we want to put the headphone jack underneath the bracket for it. we're going to press down on the motherboard right here, so this flex cable is seating correctly and will not tear if we press against it. You should also put the dock connector in its right position. As you might have seen by now, there are a lot of missing screws. This is because my last teardown, I lost a lot of screws, so I don't know where I put them or where they went, so that's I hope I'll find them someday. But at this point it should work still without all the screws in place. So now we are going to reinstall the metal shield. Look at these clips. They should be underneath the white part, so everything stays in place. Also take a look at the screw lines. If you might have seen, they are not correctly seated, so we just need to press down just a little bit. Don't put too much force on this thing. And there you have it. Everything's correctly. You can install a screw here, 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 and here. Now all we have left to do is remove the remaining adhesive. You could also just do this beforehand. We're going to remove the remaining adhesive because you don't want any junk to be on your new display, because then your new display will not be flush with the rest of the device, so your screen will be lifted up, and we're going to install new adhesive anyway. And this one. This way we don't need to do any weird hassling with the screen after we put it on, because once the screen is on it will be very hard to get it off again. Make sure the screen works for one last time. If there's anything wrong right now with the display, you should just stop the repair. But it seems like the display is working. Everything's working, so we're going to turn off this Ipod Touch again. We're going to put the last two tapes back. There is something. So this is the restored Ipod Touch 4th generation in all of its glory. Thanks for watching this video. Please leave a like or subscribe my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.